Okay, everybody, I'm back home. I've eaten. I've also went through everything that I purchased, and I went to eBay, found out what the comps were on those, and of course priced them a little bit down. Excuse my hands. I've been knocking them on everything, so they're not very attractive. I apologize. So I made a list. Like I told you, everything I bought, how much I paid for it, and what I think it's going to sell on eBay for. And of course, that does change. And I spent $105. I did. So there's my receipt. And I wrote beside it what the item was that I paid that much for. I know, look at that top line, 22, right? It was like 22.99. Well, let's show you that first because it was actually priced at $27.99, but for some reason she gave it to me for $22.99. I'll take that all day. It's big. A lot of them sold for more than what I'm asking, but since I feel like the shipping is going to be, high because it's kind of heavy. But it's called Dirt Devil Spot Scrubber, and it is also a vacuum, and I tested it. It does work. They sell on eBay anywhere from, like, the lowest I saw was $35.99 all the way up. If it's new in the box, it's like over $87.99, and I of course don't have the box. So I was thinking I'll probably, let's see, I purchased it for 23 roundabout. I'll sell it for 35, get a $12 profit. That's, to me, is pretty good. So I'm just going to get that out of the way. Now I'm just going to pull stuff off as I got it. And all this fit in the IKEA bag, but I had to get a cart as well because everything I got was big. And when I was checking out, the cashier kept insisting, "Are you sure you don't need help? Are you sure you don't need help?" Customers were coming up, "Can we help you to your car?" And I was like, "Well, I don't drive. The Metro lift will be here any minute." I timed it perfectly. So everybody was offering for help, to help. And finally I let this gentleman help me out. I held everything and he pushed me through the doors because, I couldn't have done that. So I found this and it's all in there and has not been used. It's a Marineland fish tank filter. It's a filter, and it actually came with two filters. It's supposed to, but a lot of times when you get these things, they do not. The accessories are not with them. They also had two boxes of the filters for sale. They were like $4.99 each. They're supposed to have 6 filters in each box, but one only had 3 and one only had 4. And I thought about doing this with Giroux, or fill one up with 6, but I figured they priced it considering how many were in there, and I didn't want to do that. So, but the filters are here. There's, like I said, there's 2 of them, and they do fit. I made sure that they were the right ones. Even comes with some packaging, so the instructions are in there as well. These, you can tell they've never been used. They're still sealed. So are the parts. They're still in their bag. So, I could ask for more, but I don't think that I'm going to. I'm going to be fair about it. So let's see on that. How much did I pay for that? Let me find it real quick. Oh, she didn't charge me for this, y'all. I went through the receipt and there's no charge for anything that was marked $9.99, and everything else was accounted for. So she didn't charge me for this. So this is going to be all profit at $35. So see, you can see the price tag right there. It's $9.99, but she did not charge me. She was really nice, and just like giving me that deal on that Dirt Devil, because at $27.99, it wasn't going to be a lot of profit, but it's like they say, every dollar counts, and that is true. Pennies add up to dollars. Let's remember that. Pennies add up to dollars. So the next thing I found, and I was pretty excited about this because these sell well. This is by John Frieda. I don't want to show that side because it's got somebody's information on it. But they were $8.99. They're like hot rollers, if you can see the picture. Hot rollers, hot curlers, people call them different things. And as you know, John Frieda is a good product right there. So I was going through the receipt again, and I didn't see anything marked $8.99, but there was something for $6.99 that I didn't see. So I went ahead and just said it was $6.99, marked at $8.99. But these sell above, like I said, what I'm asking. They usually go 35 and up, and I'm gonna ask $29.99. So the box is a little weird how you have to close it. I had some difficulty, but I mean it's in there. Y'all can't see, but the curlers. Let me see. The curlers are in there. They're sealed as well, so they haven't been used either. So I love it when people buy stuff and don't use it and then donate it. So another box that I'm gonna have difficulty with. So I'm gonna move that to the side as well. But it does close. It's not the box. It's the user. So then I found, and I thought this would be cute for Maddie. It's called a crock pot little dipper. You know, you can make queso and stuff in it. Those warm dips. But I thought it'd be cute. You know, you could use it for other things too. Like she could make maybe her own soup or a personalized stew or something to that effect. It'd be easy. She can travel with it. So that was like $4.99. It only sells for like $9.99, or that's what I would price it at. They sell between $9.99 all the way to $13.99. So I thought $9.99. But I wanted to see if Maddie wants it first. So I'm going to put that aside for her and see. She's down in Mexico. She made a video. Y'all should see it, and I can't remember what it's called. She's going to just shoot me. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get some good old Texas iced tea. All right, and I found these. These are top flight golf balls. Let me find those. Okay, y'all, you know what? This is another thing. She didn't charge me for these. She did not charge me for these. They sell only for about $15.99. But they haven't even been opened. They're still sealed. The person never used them. And there's 18 balls in there. This is what they look like. They're kind of cool looking. Those are them, and they talk about the reinforcement, golf ball. But wow, yeah, I saw her looking at it, and I was like, why is she looking at it so intently? She didn't charge me. Wow. She saved me like $25, but we'll get through that because there's no more than that, because there's probably about 30, because there's other things she didn't charge me for that I'm going to show y'all. One of them that she didn't charge me for was this little picture frame. It's only $1.99, but I'm going to show you what I want to do with it. I want to put, for Mother's Day, Elias, his sister, and his mother, of course, went out to eat. His sister's not in the picture, but real quick, I don't want to, show everybody. But that's going to fit perfectly in there, and I'm going to give that to Elias's mother. I think she might like that. That's a good picture of them. She's got a nice smile. When she wants to smile, she has a beautiful smile. Okay, so this is Ion. It's a Google. It says goggle. Is it Google? Google and head strap mount. Just simple. It was $1.99. Sells for about $10. Hey, like I said, that's $8 profit, and pennies add up again. So whatever you can do, y'all. I did yesterday. My mom had given me this doll. She used to work at Ace Hardware in the mail department. She, shipped for USPS. And she had regular customers, and two of them happened to be these German women. My mom is from Germany. And they collected these dolls and sold them, and they were worth a lot of money new. I mean, used. They're like all the way in the 500s. So that's if they have the box. Well, mine of course, didn't have the box, but it had the certificate of authenticity. I took some, y'all should see the pictures I took of this doll. They were excellent, and I'm not bragging, but I need to tell y'all my store name, or just my name on eBay, is Texas Girl 713. No caps, so it's TXGIRL 713. But I sold this doll. Her name was Rooney. She came with a really interesting story. Put her on auction. She was selling for between $120 and $140. generally without the box. And I put her on auction and I sold her yesterday for 110. And she cost me nothing. That's right, that's what I said. I did pretty good this week. Around 200 with, and I wasn't trying. So that kind of motivated me to go out and do some more. That's going to be the dog barking because there's dogs out in the front yard and she just, that's her territory. She doesn't like that. Plus she's not going to do anything. She just wants to go out there and smell their beds. So I also found this is a Kensington Pocket Link 3-in-1 cable. So you can do your Ethernet cable, your phone, and your USB all at the same time, and it retracts back into the wall. This sells, let's see, how much did I pay for that? I paid $1.99, and they sell for about 15 or so. I put mine at 12. I'm going to put mine at $12.99. So that would be a really great profit as well. I mean, $11 if we can get that price. So let me move that out of the way. Now, the next thing we got, y'all are going to be like, that's weird, Virginia. Yeah, it really is. They had 2 of them, but I liked this one better. It's from Macy's. It's a Lolita wine collection. And what it is, this one is called 5 o'clock somewhere. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And if you can see, on the bottom of the glass comes a recipe for a cocktail. I thought that was pretty spiffy. And this is the glass itself. I like it. I don't, drink. But if you can, it still has the tag on it. Not the price tag, just the tag, the tag's talking about. It's a collection. So on the bottom it has the clock pointed at 5. And then can you see the images on the glass? They're watches. Sorry. But they're watches. And it says it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And all the watches, of course, are at 5 o'clock. It's hard to see, but this one, if you can kind of get an idea, it's kind of glittery and shiny and stuff to see it. So I thought, that was kind of cool, and it was only $4.99. I'm going to ask $12.99. I wanted to see how this one did. I mean, the other one was okay, but I liked this one, and it's a nice box. Very protective. So we definitely want to put that back, how we found it. It was taped closed. Of course, I opened it because I wanted to make sure it didn't have any chips or breaks or anything. So let's put that somewhere safe. Okay, now this is really cool. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Now, this was $6.99. That's what she charged me. But if you see the price on it, it's $14.99. And it is a Hostess Twinkie maker. Isn't that cool? I love this. I thought this was great. And it's new. Look, even the plug still has the plastic on it. When you open it, you can tell. It's dusty. Let me open it. But if you can see, it's never been used. Look how clean that is. Isn't that great? And of course, it's simple. You just close it, plug it in, and there you go. And of course, yay, it has the instructions. I thought that was great. And they have other products too, y'all. You can make mini cupcakes, mini donuts, corn dogs. Ooh. Yeah, thank you. I love corn dogs. And they're not hard to make. You just have to make sure that batter is at the right consistency, or else it'll run right off your hot dog. That's something else we can cook. Okay. Let's get, that is heavy. See, that's another thing I try to think about too when I'm pricing something as how much is the shipping going to be. So, oh, I took that. No, that's all something else. Let me go ahead and show this to you. I have it plugged in. Now, when I walked in, there was just stuff, y'all. All these electronics are just from one area. Just right as I walked in the door, I went to the left, and boom, all the stuff was here. And they had a lot of plugs, so you could test things. Unlike Salvation Army, and I'm sorry, it was Salvation Army. Other than Goodwill and Value Village, I don't know what's up with them. But this is, it's Munchkin, so it's for babies. It's a sound machine, a projector, and a nightlight. So I do have it plugged in. Hold on one second. Alexa, pause the music. Okay. So it does sounds, so you just hit the sound button. That's Lullaby. That's the ocean. Heartbeat. Rain. White noise. And Mozart. So I thought that was cool. So I just hit the sound button, turn it off. And it has a timer over here. Set the timer, volume. That's your night light. I don't think that's very bright, but I didn't make it. So over here you've got the projection. Now you can see the light comes on. I don't know if you see. Yeah. The light does come on. You can't see it, of course, on my ceiling. But it came with, it's supposed to have, I guess, 3 cartridges. But mine came with 2. So they just slide in the back. Like that. So this one looks like, that's fish. You can't see it, but it's fish in water. That's what it projects on your ceiling. Let's see if we can see what, oh, these are the stars. It's really pretty. It's a star with the sky and some clouds. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. I really, really liked it. And I got it for $4.99. They sell pretty good, but I'm going to go ahead and put mine at $15.99. They're mostly starting at like $19.99, so I figured, you know, maybe, I think I saw one for $18.99 to tell the truth, so still that's not bad. But I want to put this back on. I think, you know, I don't know if it was used or not. I don't know if it's supposed to come. Mine only has 2 cartridges, but online they're showing 3 cartridges, but only 2 spaces. So I'm not really sure. But I loved that. I thought that was cool. I wish they would have had that when Katie was little. Now let me show you a couple things I'm just gonna keep. All right. Now this, let's see, does she charge me for the GE line? Yeah, this is only $1.99. You know, it's a phone line for the old time phones. And if you were to look on my eBay store, you would see that I've got a phone for sale. A lot of people are like, why'd you buy a phone? Well, to be honest, here in Texas, when you have like hurricanes, natural disasters, and stuff like that, your cell phones won't work. So if you can afford it, it is a good idea to go ahead and keep your landline in case of emergencies, because during bad storms, if your electricity goes out, you can't charge your cell phone. Well, you don't have to worry about that with the landline. So I just marked the price down from $13.99 to $11.99 on that phone. And I think I'm going to price it back up to $13.99 just to recover the amount of this phone line. A lot of them, if you see them for sale on eBay, do not come with phone line. So when I saw this, I grabbed it. Now, something I got for Elias, this is kind of funny. For Mother's Day, he bought his mom like 3 candles, and he bought himself a candle. I bought my mom a candle. I bought me a candle. And as a matter of fact, mine is right here, and I've been burning it, so let me show it to you. It's just a little, you know, it's a large jar, what they call, you know, the big jar candle. And this is the warmer for it, and they're hard to find. I mean, when I grabbed it, I don't know if y'all can even tell by the pattern on this how old it is, but it must have been someone's attic or garage because it was filthy. It was roached, as they say, so I cleaned it, but it's never been used. See, the plug is still in there and everything. It's, yeah, pretty cool. But that was $1.99, and like I said, I'm going to give that to Elias because he wanted one. And I just thought it was funny because when he said he wanted one of those, I kind of laughed because I'm like, he is never going to find that. Is so old school. Hold on, y'all. I am dropping stuff left and right off of my shelves. Hold on. Okay. So that was cool. It's my post-it notes I should keep those out because I use those for pricing. What I do is when I'm done talking to y'all, I have to take pictures of everything, list it, and what I like to do if I have the proper wrapping, you know, proper box or whatever, on the bigger things like I've been showing you, I'll go ahead and box it up, and I won't, of course, make a label. You don't want to make a label, of course, you don't know where it's going. So what I do is I usually these are full page Post-its. I won't use the whole thing unless I need to, but I just put on there what it is, how much it weighs, and its, you know, dimensions. So when you do go to put it in your listing, double check to make sure you have that correct, because I've wound up twice having to pay for shipping when eBay was like, no, it's only going to cost you this much. So I'm protecting myself now. So I write that down. what the product is, like I said, and the dimensions, how much it weighs. And I put that on the outside of the box. Now, a lot of people I've heard will take a box like this, that's already a box, and just stick the label on it and ship it. I don't like to do that. So this is another thing. Let me see where that is. She didn't charge me. Okay. It's just another thing she didn't charge me for, and it was $4.99. It's Le Creuset. I can't pronounce it, but y'all, it's, you know, fancy. So Virginia don't speak French. But it's just a wine accessory starter kit. And I liked the box it came in. And I knew it wouldn't be complete. I knew that. It just really is when stuff is in a box. Check it. Of course, it comes with everything. Little booklets. Nice. But it is missing whatever piece went in there. So you've got the corkscrew. This, I think, is what you... No, it's got... Yeah, I guess... Oh, to get the air out. Alright, and then these must be sealers. There's one missing. So one of the sealer thingies is missing. And that's what this is. I guess it grabs the... If you can see it. It's that thing on the top right here. That black thing on top of the bottle. I guess it's an opener as well. But it shows you, yeah, that's what it is. It looks like it's that right there. You can order it, no big deal. I'm sure it doesn't cost that much. So I'm not really sure what I would sell this for. There was no comps on eBay for it. But I think I might be able to part it out. Sometimes you make more money when you part things out than if you do sell them as whole. So I think I did see this. But it also didn't cost me anything. So if I sell it incomplete, I'm still, whatever I make, even if it was $7.99. The box alone is worth that. Shoot, you could sell this box. It's a box in a box. So, of course, Virginia always has a hard time putting boxes in boxes now that my hands don't work like they used to. So we'll just do that later. Let me just put that to the side. And I'm running out of room. Now, I've got these shoes. They're Skechers. Which ones are they called? The good ones. They're Shape Ups. These are Shape Ups. They're a size 8.5 women's. I've seen a lot of them on eBay. The only problem is they don't have the exact ones. And there is a Shape Ups that is worth probably about 30% more than the rest of them. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and list mine $35. They were $10.99. Let's try $35. They're a good size at 8.5. It's either 8.5 or 9.5. I think it's 8.5. Yeah. A women's 8.5. That's a good size. Pretty popular. So I think that's what we're going to do. List them for $35. We paid $11. Okay. Now this, this is another thing I'm thinking about keeping. I was telling Katie, it's so funny, just the other day, she needs some shoes. And I told her I love Keds. When I was growing up, I always, as a teenage girl, I wore Bass sandals or I wore white Keds. And I actually found, believe it or not, a pair of 9.5. Oops, knocking stuff over. Still in the bag. But I found these size 9.5 Keds. Look how clean they are. They still have stickers on them. They still have the stickers. Isn't that crazy? And they're a size 9.5, and they stretch. They're stretched, so they wouldn't be tight. This would so be perfect for me. I mean, I know you're probably like, but girl, you only got one leg. But I still need two shoes, because I have a prosthetic leg, and it has to have a shoe, and I do prefer that it matches. That makes sense. So I haven't looked these up yet, and like I said, that's because I don't know if I'm going to keep them yet or not, but I think even if I didn't, with them being a 9.5, this must have sat, like, I think in their closet. So I think I'll ask 20, 25. 9.5 is good size. They're stretch. So I know I always need a wider width. So does Katie. So we'll think about that. They're pretty good looking. Look at the bottoms. And there's the price. I haven't taken it off yet, but it was $10.99. I'm keeping on. I have all my, yeah, price tags over there. So another thing I got for free, it's no big deal. But another thing I got for free, and it too is a mother-in-law thing. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs, and don't forget to thank Him for His answers. Isn't that cute? I thought that was really nice. And I could actually use some of my quilled flowers or whatever. I could repaint this. I could, we could do a million things with this if we wanted to, y'all. Add stuff to it. Okay. So that's how we did. Like I said, I spent $105. Let's see, let's add this up real quick. We've got 10, 19, 29, 32, 32, and 32, 45. 45 and those are both, so 45 and 70. It's 115, 134. Oh gosh, 164. 164 and 32, $196. So, I mean, we're looking at, if things sell the way we want them to, $196. That doesn't count the wine accessory that I just showed you that we might just have to part out. But let's just say that's 20. So you're looking at 216. We spent 105, so that's a profit of $111, something like that. I just lost track because the number went right out of my head when I said it. So I want to hold on to this piece of paper that I created, and I want to write down what it sold for and how much was the profit and the day that we sold it. I want to see how long it sits in inventory before it moves. I think we got, oh my God, I forgot to show you one thing. Let's see, did I put it even on here? I put it on here and I didn't talk about it. Hold on. No, wait. Yeah, I didn't even, I didn't show you this. Now the box has been beat to hell. I paid $6.99. I'm only going to ask $16. I know it's not even a $10 profit, but I thought it was cool. It is a Shift wet and dry auto vacuum cleaner, 12 volts. And it has all the parts and it has instructions. It's really cool. I might, I don't know, maybe I'll ask a little bit more. Just because I like it. And if it doesn't sell, maybe I'll just keep it. But it was $6.99. So like I said, $16. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's things she gave us that were worth profit. And she didn't even charge us. So I haven't tried like 4 times to get this bad boy back in the box. But this is the top. See, it's got the clamps to close it. Charges into your, what used to be an ashtray, now it's whatever it is. There's the hose. There's the attachments. And there's some more attachments here in the bag. So you can tell it's clean. I don't know what this says. It's like, is that a bag that collects the dust? There's stuff that looked like it belonged to something else in this box. It didn't belong to this, because I looked to see what came with it. So I don't know if somebody mixed their stuff up, stuck it in the garage or in the attic, or that's what it looks like. It was stuck in the garage. But it's sat around. You can see dust on it. So, yeah. The chamber inside doesn't look too dirty. I can't tell if that's dust or if it was used. But regardless, I thought that was pretty cool when I found that. And it was so funny because everybody there, like the customers, were just tripping on me because they're like, you've got so much good stuff. What time did you get here? And I was like, I got here after they opened. They opened at 10 or, yeah, I think they opened at 10. I got there at 11. A lot of the people, though, that come in there are actually buying clothes. A lot of them are just buying clothes. Or they're looking for, there were some ladies through the housewares. They were looking for something specific. Hold on. Texas tea. My eyes melted, but that's my Texas tea. Yummy. Splenda. So, yeah, everybody seems to look for things that were specific. And to be honest, I wanted to go and look at plus size clothes. Because plus size clothes sell really well. And plus I was going to look for some things personally for myself. I want some white capris. I used to have some. I don't know what happened to them, but I want a pair of white capris, and I need like a 14, 16. So that's where the, the larger sizes start is at size 14. So we're at right at 30 minutes. This thing's going to shut off automatically. I've shown you. Oh, this is what I did real quick for that Dirt Devil. It didn't come with instructions, so I just went on the web and printed them. So for whoever buys it, they'll have that. Okay, guys, I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know. Leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Oh, and if you want to buy anything, you can contact me. Let's see. Just leave a comment in the video and tell me that you want to buy something, okay? And we'll work it out. All right. I'll see ya. Thanks, guys. Bye.